What's going on, family? This is AJ of the DFS Whisperers coming to you live with a video for Thursday night's two-game NBA slate. Hope everybody had a wonderful Wednesday night. For us, we did pretty well. My brother sent out a cash/single entry lineup that went off. It did well. My GPP went off. It did pretty well. So for the members in our group that was able to play our lineups, they ate off of them. So pretty good night. But we move ahead. It is Thursday. Two-gamer, short slate. I'm not gonna make this a long video. On short slates like this, we tend not to focus too much on certain players. We just kind of go through and highlight some of the value we like, and maybe one or two studs that are just absolutely locks for us. But shout out to this tool I'm using, Draft Dashboard. They sponsor a $20 giveaway every week on our channel. In order to qualify for this giveaway, just get the homework out the way. Subscribe, comment on this video. Who do you think is going to crush it on this two-game slate? Matter of fact, highlight a value play that you think is going to crush it. You know, feel free to cheat and, you know, use one of the players that I'm talking about in this video. But make that comment and enter the giveaway. Get a chance at $20. But Draft Dashboard is a dope DFS site. I call it a pick and shovel for your everyday DFS needs. You have features like the position optimizer. You have the top sleepers and studs of the day. You get to see player trends. You have a scary accurate lineup optimizer. An NBA cheat sheet in case you don't want to do research or you don't have time to do research. The NBA cheat sheet is here to save your life. You get all of these tools here that help you on an everyday basis in DFS. You get to try this all out for $1 for your first 30 days. So put in $1 within your first month. You have the potential to, you know, win back thousands with the assistance of Draft Dashboard. So that's not a bad deal at all. To sign up, click the link in the bio. And also shout out to My Prize Picks, dope DFS prop site where you guess the over-under on certain players. You can guess the over-under on up to 4 players. And if you do so correctly, you can win up to 10 times your money. So shout out to My Prize Picks. You can make some pretty good cash on that site as well. Sign up in the bio. Our link using promo code Whisper. So cool. Shout out to My Prize Picks. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this slate real quick. But like I said, I'm just kind of highlighting a few of what I think would be some sneaky plays. I mean, like I said, it's a two-gamer, so now, you know, not a lot of plays are really that sneaky. But up top, I'm looking at Javon Carter. Now, Javon Carter, I mean, he is pretty much next man up. Ricky Rubio, doubtful. He's going to be the next man up. So he's 3,500 on FanDuel. Let me see. On DraftKings, he is 3,300. And so, I mean, he's going to see anywhere from 20 to 25 minutes. I mean, obviously, we know he doesn't get a whole lot of time. But I was on FanDuel earlier, I believe, earlier in the season when he's played around 20 to 25 minutes. He tends to do pretty well with it. He'll get you anywhere from about 20 to 25 DFS points. But I mean, for 3,300, you don't ask for a lot, but in this spot right here, I mean, it makes perfect sense. I mean, next man up, sub 4K, you know, he should be able to just walk into value. So I anticipate a lot of people jumping on him just because of that. Dario Saric, if you want to run the bounce back narrative, I mean, still they're going to be, you know, the Suns are going to be without Aaron Baines. Sarge is just coming off a terrible game where he only put up 8 points and playing New Orleans, who really don't have, you know, much of a center right now. They have Jackson Hayes, but, you know, he's kind of undersized, and no Derek Favors. Jahlil Okafor is questionable. So you can make a case for Dario Saric to eat in this game. Only 5K on DraftKings, and on FanDuel, he's 5,100. So you can run him at the power forward position or small forward. If you're playing on DK. And I mean, if you look at his, you know, how he's been doing even prior to this last game, I mean, he's been consistently putting up at least 30. I mean, he has a 30, a 35, a 31. He had a 24, but I mean, for the most part, over the last 10 games or so, Sarge has been pretty solid for his low price tag. So if you want to run the bounce back narrative, feel free to do so. Next is JJ Redick. Makes no sense at this point in sleeping on this guy, because JJ is still, if you look at his last 5, he's been solid. 29, 37, 28, 32. I mean, has a damn good history against Phoenix as well. I mean, he's put his last matchup with him, he put up a 44, 27, a 29, and a 30. And then I guess, he must have had an off shooting night, which, you're gonna have one of those every now and again when he put up that 16. But I mean, I like him in this spot. I mean, once again, New Orleans is down just, a few bodies. Recently, he's been seeing a slight uptick in minutes, but for 5,200, I mean, there's no need at this point to sleep on JJ Redick. He doesn't have a tremendous upside where he'll get you 60, 70. But I mean, for 5,200 on a 2-game slate, I mean, based off of his history recently, I mean, you're looking at a solid anywhere from 25 to 35 points from JJ, which, that's not bad. So you can roster him and, throw him in a few lines, or if you're feeling good, feel free to go. I never like to go 100%. That's really don't go 100% with him, but put him in a few lines. I'll just put it like that. Of course, Giannis. I mean, he's going to be one of my main studs. One thing you don't want to do on short slates like this is try to get too cute with it. He's 10-6 on DK, and I believe 12-6 on FanDuel. FanDuel, you might can make a case for, because, the pricing is so up there. You could probably, cheat and just run Brandon Ingram and Kelly Oubre if you're looking for Kelly Oubre to bounce back, not bounce back, but continue that great effort that he had in his last game where he put up 50. But I mean, if Giannis goes for 70, you definitely don't want to miss out on that, especially on a 2-game slate where he's going to be highly owned. If he goes for 70 or more, then you pretty much already have cut down your chances of even cashing. So you want to run Giannis, 100 dash ranking going into this matchup, solid history against Portland. Speaking of 70, his last matchup against them, he's put up at least 70. He put up a 73. And then after that, before that, he put up a 40, a 51, a 66, and a 42. So pretty solid history against Portland. And if Portland plays defense in this game like they did in the last game, then there's not going to be any defense played. And Giannis is just going to basically it's going to be a track meet for him. Like, he's just going to be just going to the rim effortlessly. The defense is probably going to open up like the Red Sea, like it did in the last matchup. I mean, the coaches, you never know. The coaches may get in the players' ears and be like, "Nah, we gotta play a lot better defense than what we did in that last matchup," because players were literally just walking to the rim and laying the ball up. Can't do that with Giannis. But at the same time, even if you try to play defense, Giannis is virtually unstoppable. I mean, they call him the Greek Freak for a reason. Then next up is Brandon Ingram at 7K. One of my favorite studs on the slate, probably will be highly owned because of his low price tag and his high upside. 94 dash ranking going into this matchup, projected to get about 34. I'm going to have to take the over on that one. 90% chance to hit 5 times value. And his last 5 against Phoenix, I know this probably dates back to his Laker days too. It kind of mixes in with those days, but he's put up a 35, a 40, a 22, and a 43. So his history is not bad against him. He's 7K. So even if Brandon Ingram in this matchup were to get you 30 to 35, that's not terrible. I mean, it's still pretty good. But for takedown purposes, you still hope that, he gets you that 40 or more. So like Brandon Ingram, and then finally CJ McCollum. I'm just going to go ahead and lock him in, mainly because this is his usage rate. I mean, obviously no Damian Lillard. And now Anthony Simons is questionable. Don't know if he's going to play or not. I think the reports say that they may attempt to try to play him, but I don't see it. I think he's going to get ruled out. And I mean, he had a terrible game last game, so they may just tell him to take the day off. And just as an honorable mention, I'm kind of side-eyeing Gary Trent Jr. If Anthony Simons were to ultimately get rolled out. Not sure how much time they would give him, but being so depleted at guard at that point, I kind of, I think he's only 3,200 on DK. Yeah, he's 3,200 on DK and men's salary on FanDuel at 3,500. So Gary Trent Jr. may be in play. I might run him in, maybe one or two lineups, see what happens with that. But yeah, for CJ, he is projected to get about 39 in this matchup. Pretty solid history against Milwaukee, 29, 65. So he's had a ceiling game against Milwaukee. 32, 36, 26, it's not terrible, not bad. But CJ is going to be one of my main locks. Obviously, he's going to have the ball in his hands a lot, so might as well run CJ. And just his last five in general, he's been straight 42, 41, 54, 38, and 34. So, like I said, he's gonna have the ball a lot. He's gonna put up a lot of shots. CJ is a lock for me. And then obviously we know the Devin Bookers, the Drew Holidays, they're all in play. I didn't want to spend too much time talking about them. Booker and, Devin Booker may be due for one of those crazy high ceiling games too. I know we haven't seen it much from him this year. He's been kind of laid back almost, but, we may see one of those games. It's more of a gut feeling type of thing where I feel like we're going to see that, get a glimpse of that Devin Booker we saw toward the end of the year last year, but we'll see. We'll see. It's DFS. But anyway, those are just a few of my picks. Like I said, it's a short slate, so we'll leave it at that. Comment. Tell us who you feel is going to smash on this slate. Enter for your chance at $20 on this draft dashboard giveaway. Don't forget to sign up. Links in the bio. It's $1 for your first 30 days. Shout out to the DFS Club. You have Gabriel Skywalker of Skywalker DFS. You have DC of DFS Space. So shout out to the whole club. And make sure you guys hit us up on our socials. If you want to get in contact with us, you can hit us up on Twitter at DFS Whisperers and on Instagram at the DFS Whisperers. And then the email is in the bio. So, hit us up if you want to chop it up, you have any questions, or you want to join the squad. Either way, we're cool with it. So with that being said, let's go into this Thick Pocket Thursday. That one's gonna stick. It's gonna be Thick Pocket Thursday with a new hope, a new vigor. We wish each and every one of you a nice hefty bag. Let's go out there and get it. And you know what else? We out here. Whisper Squad.